My time to shine. He got it. Splash. And that will put some gauze on it. They were having a lot of fun, dishing it off to each other. The dunks were happening, just a good time.
And welcome inside Wayne State Fieldhouse. We've got a great trio of games today. It's the PSL's finest. It's the Unified Basketball Championship. For the PSL, my name is Chad Bush, alongside Jamar Hardy, the PSL Program Associate Extraordinaire. And Jamar, you've got some experience also working in these games, formerly employed with the Special Olympics. We'll get into that, and you can provide us some great insight as well.
Sounds good.
So this is Frederick Douglass and the Hurricanes taking on Henry Ford and the Trojans. We're underway. The Hurricanes will go right to left. 3-2 on the year. Frederick Douglass, the Hurricanes, coached by Pierre Brooks. Assisted by Joshua Brooks and Demovion Smith-Poe. Shot right away down low. Missed it too strong, and the rebound ripped off by Markel Jones. And this Henry Ford Trojan team, coached by Chevelle O'Brien. And there's a ball batted out of bounds. Always fun to get to the championship game. Unified basketball, for those that are not aware, just tell us some of the different nuances and some of the differences from a standard MHSAA game.
Yeah, so things that you'll see during the broadcast here, where unified basketball is called a little bit more loose. We're not really focused on so much as all the rules, but more focused on camaraderie and them playing together, right? What you're going to see out here is 3 kids with and without. There are 3 kids with intellectual disabilities and 2 kids without intellectual disabilities that are going to be playing at one time. Interesting fact out here today is Coach Brooks for the Hurricanes is also the varsity men's coach at Fred D.
Right. Very cool. And that's not so common, right? It doesn't happen usually.
Yeah, typically you got what you got on the Henry Ford side. Coach O'Brien is actually a adapted PE teacher over at Henry Ford. So typically you got people in the building who are either teachers, maybe janitors who just want to get involved. And on Pierre's side is just a coach who wants to be a little bit more involved in his school and holistically, you know.
Right on. Thanks for explaining that. Bryant McSwain the other way as the Hurricanes on the attack, right to left. Green and orange. I like the color mix. Attack to the right elbow, and that's Meconico. Trojans get the turnover. 1-0 Hurricanes. Attack of the 10, shot up, no. Shot was by Watson, and here come the Hurricanes on the run. Out in the open court, shot strong, and off the mark for Deshaun Ruffin. Here come the Trojans looking for the game's first basket.
Yeah, I would say Watson for Henry Ford is definitely a kid to watch.
He's a player, huh?
Yeah.
Banker's too strong. That's from Walker.
This is our 3rd year of having this unified championship. Henry Ford was our winner last year, so they're looking to repeat.
Markel Jones down low gets the right block lay-in. And Henry Ford has the game's first bucket, 2.5 minutes in. Backcourt, Bryant McSwain working it across the timeline, and we've got a foul in the backcourt. And it's going to go on Antrell Watson. The clock continues to run here as well. Another difference than what we see in the standard MHSA rules.
Yeah, the clock's going to run, not really going to stop there unless they call a timeout. Just giving the kids an opportunity that they wouldn't get otherwise. You know, typically kids out here aren't going to make the varsity JV team, but here they are, you know, playing in the biggest game of their life so far.
Now, are some of the partners, or excuse me, the athletes, part of the JV or varsity program for their schools in addition to this role? Are they allowed rule-wise to do both, and does it happen?
They are allowed to compete. Typically, they won't be able to just because they're also in season as well. We would love for varsity players to play, but sometimes the coaches won't allow them to play because it just takes away from their time. So
Sure.
typically, these partners are kids within the school who are looking for an opportunity themselves.
Very cool. It's a nice gift, nice opportunity. Here's another look at the replay and the attack by Campbell before he got whacked by Antrell Watson, who said no free chimichangas today. Free throw up, no good.
And one thing you can't deny is the intensity of the game.
Ace like that one. He almost spit out his Sprite. Thank you, sir. Somebody laughed. The only guy on crew. There's a substitution already, and it's Bryant McSwain. He's going to get a blow. And into the lineup comes Devon Hicks. Free throw up and good. We're tied at 2 with 3.5 to go in the first. Glad you're with us from beautiful Wayne State Fieldhouse. 4 years young and still shining like a pearly star.
Definitely. Love that they let us play here.
And today, a little different. You get to have the Motor City Cruise Court. Yep. Shot no good. And pretty cool the Pistons allowed that. A nice partnership with the PSL.
Definitely showing us some love. These kids get to be semi-pros today.
Darn right. The G League was represented in the Bay Area over the weekend by the G League and the Motor City Cruise Club. Both in the slam dunk contest with John Ukamadu, local kid out of Southfield, right down the street. And also with their all-star in Tolu Smith, the center. Substitution here, and a little breather coming up for the Trojans. Markel Jones, he's got the lone bucket for the Trojans.
Now, I know you mentioned our varsity players, the JV players, typically on the team.
Yeah.
While not on the team typically, we do have one of our varsity players being the assistant coach for Coach Brooks, which is his son, Joshua Brooks.
Oh, very cool.
Who, unbeknownst to him, will get an honorable mention nominee for All-City today. So.
Very nice. Banker up and good. That's Joseph Campbell. He's a sophomore, and he's one of the partners, and he bangs it in. Nice play by the young man. Douglas by a deuce. 2 minutes to go. Triple a little strong. And that'll go back to the Hurricanes. +2 with 1:45 to go.
Just a little too strong there. You got to step back and get into a Steph Curry range.
I saw her hit some in warm-ups. The Trojans were hot. Trojans are unbeaten. They come into this game 5-0 under the tutelage of Chevelle O'Brien. Meanwhile, Pierre Brooks Club 3-2 for Frederick Douglass. Hurricanes trying to pull the upset. There's a banker up just off the lid, no good. Trojans with a great outlet by way of Williams, and ahead with a lay-in that's up and good. Count the bucket for number 32. That's Alexandro Clay. He's a partner, guard. Tied at 4, under a minute to go. Triple try off the heel. The high-volume shooting early from Deshaun Ruffin, the sophomore.
Another thing I want to point out here is that, while you just saw a basket from Clay, you won't see too many baskets from our partners while we're trying to give our athletes more of an opportunity. And when you hear me say athlete, it's not in the typical terminology. Athlete points to a kid with an intellectual disability.
Sure. And that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, so looking at our partners to be more Chris Pauls than Michael Jordans or Kobe's today. Does that always happen? Not all the time. Sometimes you need a little bit of excitement during the game.
Unlike wrestling that does happen in this building, it's unscripted.
Yeah.
And you know what? You never know. We've had some great events in this building. This is one of them. Triple at the horn, no good. Timeout on the floor, we'll take it with them. We got a dandy, tied at 4. Let's go to the second quarter from Wayne State Fieldhouse. Glad you're with us. It's PSL Championship Sunday. Come on back, won't you? We're the Prep. Thanks for watching. First, life gives us many. From buying your first car or first home
to starting a business, Alliance Catholic Credit Union is here for you every step of the way. From checking and savings accounts and youth accounts to auto loans, mortgages, business needs, and financial planning. A full-service financial institution with over 70 years of experience. We're committed to serving your firsts, seconds, 50ths, and every day in between. Alliance Catholic Credit Union. Federally insured by the NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Take a look at us right now. We are everything that will be. We are an engine of progress that has been forged by generations, driven by the knowledge that each student in every classroom has the potential to be their best self and inspire us all. We are teachers, parents, families, all ready to do our part. We know when students rise, we all rise. We are Detroit Public Schools Community District.
All right, welcome back to Wayne State Fieldhouse. Just underway, second quarter. And some stats from the first. Pat the stat working early. Get things going. Walker the rebound leader with 2. And points Williams in the game with 2. That shot up and good. How about it for Mr. Williams? That's Christopher Williams Jr., the athlete and the center. 4-quarter play today. This is period 2 of 4. We'll have a halftime as well. So timing-wise, it works the same as a regular high school game. Dribble, drive, shot up. They're going to wave it off or count it. Did they count that baby and the foul? Here's another look. How about the rip, the drive, Jamar, through contact. Quite the player we got before our very eyes.
That kid might be getting pulled up. Who knows?
He might. Is that a thing? Like, has that happened?
Not yet. Not yet. Like you said, it's unscripted. So, you know, hey, coach might see some play that he likes or they like it and say, hey, come on to varsity, come to JV.
I like it. This could be like the G League.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, just like what happens here, this could turn into the G League for some of the JVs and varsities.
That honestly be cool. It'd be historical, honestly.
All right, well, let's have it happen today here on the prep. That's the rainbow 3 that's off the mark from Christopher Williams Jr.
Our league is actually unique. A lot of times if you see the stories of games like this, it's, you know, last couple of seconds of a varsity game where a kid gets a wide open layup. But here we're a little bit more competitive where our teams are playing in their own league and their own championship.
Dig it. Curtis McCain missed it. Back the other way. Guess who? It's Christopher Williams Jr. again. And it's got Henry Ford back up by 4. This is their largest lead.
We don't have an MVP trophy, but maybe we should get one for that kid.
Well, we have one. So there will be a G of the game for this game. You bet. We will talk to our G after this one. High off the glass, good. This is a candidate. This is Joseph Campbell. He's been big for the partners.
Okay.
Cuts the lead in half.
So not letting them go down without a fight.
You bet. Back and forth we go. Fine attempt to save it by John L. Green, the center and the athlete. 5 minutes left. 2-point game. Henry Ford, the Trojans, looking to repeat. And here comes Ruffin back the other way. The sophomore cross-court pass nearly picked off. Campbell corrals, gets the shot to go, and the foul.
Yeah, he's having himself a game.
Williams, another look here, Jamar. Through contact, the Euro step, bang.
I might have to take some notes from that kid.
He's got it. Nothing wrong with that. Joseph Campbell, just a sophomore. Here's a look at the starters for Pierre Brooks' club. Kenyatta Mechanico, Deshaun Ruffin, Bryant McSwain, Curtis McCain, and Devon Hicks for the Canes, who come in 3-2. For Chevelle O'Brien, starting 5, Atrell Watson, Markel Jones, along with Jeremiah Walker, Kenda Harris, and Christopher Williams Jr., who's been the top scorer for the Henry Ford Trojans. 5-0 on the year, looking to repeat as PSL Unified Champions.
They repeat today. You might see Coach O'Brien do a little dance on the court. She gets excited.
Is she a dancer?
Hey, when they win, she is.
Okay, all right. I feel like there's been a PSL, I don't know, school dance or something where she showed off her moves.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure.
right,
All the
right.
kids love her.
That's awesome. Missed shot and a rebound for Campbell to add to his stat sheet as Ruffin surveys the Trojan defense. Cross-court pass, a firm one and a fine one. Completed to McSwain in the corner. Back and forth we go. Canes by one. Ruffin's pass is completed. And hauled in by McSwain. Working it high on the left.
Swain's got some hustle in him.
Yeah, he does. Knows how to use that
Oh,
body, and he
look at him.
buries it. Look at that. Bryant McSwain, the sophomore. And the Trojans waste no time as Alejandro Clay says enough of that.
We got ourselves a game here.
Back and forth we go, we sure do. Ruffin on the attack, Banker off the mark, no good, rebound pulled off. By John L. Green, who's been good on the glass.
Oh, here we go, here we go.
Triple Brown, no. And the rebound will go back to the Canes, who've played great defense down low, despite the extra attempts, as we see the move to the bucket and the biscuit for Hardy.
These kids are definitely fighting to get to this basket. I was more of a three-point shooter in my day, so.
Yeah? Where'd you play ball at?
I played Arthur Hill out of Saginaw. So
Oh,
same school
yeah.
as Jay Rich, you know, dunk contest last night. He was a dunk contest champion himself.
How about Max McClung with a three-peat?
Oh, God, that kid is bringing the excitement back to the dunk contest, you know. I feel like it died down for a little bit for a couple years, but he's definitely got everybody looking now.
Who'd have thunk it? He's played on this court a couple times. We've had the pleasure of calling his games. Rip, drive, attack, Euro step
wow.
reverse. Who is this kid?
Curtis McCain.
His name's Curtis McCain. And remember it, Douglas by 3.
Yeah, Coach Brooks has definitely had his kids in the gym. You can see that.
Wow, we'll get another look at that in a minute. Here it is. Look at that. Special, fancy footwork.
There are kids in the varsity league who can't do that. So
That's right. Banker up, no good, and good. That's a second chance on the trip. That's Darius Bird, who's flown in from the bench, and it cuts the lead to 1 with 1:10 left.
who knows? We got a couple kids out here who, like you said, might get that call up from the G League. Who knows?
Got some ballers. Ruffin thought about it, thought better of it. Corner 3 on the way, rim out, no. And Bird on the run, left wing. Under a minute to go. 1-point lead for Douglas. And they'll get it back and get a chance to bump the margin up right after this.
Number 3, Darius Bird. Bird's got a KYP. Got to know your personnel.
That's it. And he's hearing it from the bench. Chevelle O'Brien says, you know better than that. He says, I know. Give me a chance.
Got to feed it to him. Feed it to him.
That's right. Attack right to left. That's Meconico. Shot a bit long. Bird on the run. 3-on-1 developing. Straight ahead, Williams to firm. Offensive rebound. Stick back, no, but a foul. Free throws coming for John L. Green as the clock freezes at 28.2 seconds left in this glorious first half from Detroit.
Neither team is able to pull away, really. So everybody's staying within 1.
Back and forth. Most competitive unified game we've called.
Yeah.
The last 4 years we've been calling this.
Like last year, Henry Ford ran away with it after a little while.
They did. John L. Green at the line, and the center sinks it. We're tied at 13. We'll stay tied at 13. And the Trojans get it back. Green shares the sugar. Thought well, but the process picked off. McSwain with the interception. Bounce pass right block. Beautiful feed.
Okay.
Easy lay-in for Aiden Campbell. But the beauty was that pass. Not only thoughtful, but really online.
If Kane keeps playing like this, Brooks is definitely going to pull him up. Might see him in the PSL championship next year.
I think we could make a case for that before the state playoffs.
Yeah.
You could add to the roster. That's going to do it for the first half. Douglas by 2 and a dandy from Detroit at the home of the Motor City Cruise and the G League in the NBA, and the home of Wayne State University, the Warriors. 2 wonderful programs as well. The lay-in by Campbell, timeout on the floor. Jamar Hardy and I are back to Detroit to analyze this first half and add some highlights and stats and much more coming up right after this.
The store is set up. He's got the order, and he's off. It's a full court press. These brands are knocking it out of the park. This, my friends, is the speed we've come to expect from this team. Just look at the precision of that move. And it's out of here.
Hi, I'm Nick DePonio, and this is HVAC.
Your Catholic faith, it's at the core of who you are, what you do, and the decisions you make. At Alliance Catholic Credit Union, we make your faith and finances work together. From home needs to business needs, from school to retirement, we've got the financial well-being of our Catholic community covered. Visit us today and see how your faith and finances can work together. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Look, everybody wanna go and talk. At the same time, gotta walk. Better yet, run, go, hit a lick, divvy up with my homies, and we do it all again. Whenever we get it, there's no hesitation.
In today's ever-changing mortgage lending world, the importance of true professionals has never been greater. At Success Mortgage Partners, we want you to have the experience of a lifetime. Founded and owned by Catholic League alumni, our family-centered business keeps your interest at heart as we help you navigate this turbulent market with ease. If you or a family member has a mortgage need, please call me, Owen Lee, at 734-822-9792.
My time to shine. Let's go. He got it. Splash.
And that will put some gauze on it.
They were having a lot of fun, dishing it off to each other. The dunks were happening, just a good time.
What makes people stand in this line like this for 3 hours? Because we're not Dunkin' Donuts or Tim Hortons. These donuts are made fresh daily, and it's made with love and consistency. We got the same ingredients. It didn't change. The people know that, and that's why they standing out there.
At Alliance Catholic Credit Union, we're your financial guardian angel. We're here to help you achieve your dreams. A new home, a Catholic education, that business you are working to build. We're here to support the goals of your family, your retirement, and the community that surrounds you. We're here to offer your trusted financial services inspired by Catholic values. And like your guardian angel, we'll always be by your side. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
My time to shine. It's what's
Got it! Splash!
and that will put some gauze on it. Thought they were having a lot of fun, dishing it off to each other. The dunks were happening, just a good time.
Lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
Welcome back to Wayne State Fieldhouse. Chad Bush alongside Jamar Hardy. The PSL Championships. Glad you're with us, Jamar. A first half that we saw back and forth, 15-13. Douglas leads. Your thoughts on the first half?
Yeah, it's been highly competitive so far. I love to see it. Love to see the partners and the athletes are really gelling out there. You can tell that the coaches are really involved and got a good set of teams here.
So far in the first half, the leaders in points. 9 points for Campbell. He's been special for Frederick Douglass.
Yeah, hey, we said a couple of these kids might get the call up. Who knows? You know, make a run in the state tournament. We got a PSL Unified champion and then a state champion. Who knows?
And then on the other side, Henry Ford, Williams has 6, and Clay has 4 points for the Trojans. Walker with 2. They've got a little bit more diversification there from their scoring.
Yeah, you got one team that's kind of like the 04-05 Pistons, and then you got another who's more like Kobe and Shaq out there.
I like it. I like the 04 Pistons. The grinded out, going to work Pistons, right?
Yeah.
The going to work Piston era. I believe it was.
Hard hat era, you know, like that's the era where, you know, anybody felt like, okay, this is our team. They're not superstars like that where they won't talk to us, you know, hanging out in the streets, you know.
Detroit's got that reputation. So does Saginaw. So does Flint. A lot of the cities. Grand Rapids to a certain extent, right?
Like blue collar.
Yeah. Gritty.
Yeah, it takes a certain person, certain star to go to the Pistons and really thrive. You know, I think we got a good one in Cade where he wants to be here and he fits the mold of what we want.
Tell us a little bit about your time at the Special Olympics and what that time meant to you and how that's kind of transferred over here today and as we're watching this unified basketball game.
Yeah, Chad, I started in the fall of 21, I believe. Fall, maybe January 22 actually. I was fresh out of my master's program, really looking for a way to get involved, and came from doing ticket sales for the Red Wings and the Tigers. Really enjoyed that, but wanted more impact in the community and in the schools. And talked to people at Special Olympics. They brought me on. Got involved with the school system and as a program coordinator, and man, hit the ground running. Fell in love with these kids. I still work with the school district as a program associate now. So when they see me there, you know, Mr. Jamar, and I love it. You know, they brighten up my day. So got this started 3 or 4 years ago now. The first unified league really in the state of Michigan. And it's nationally recognized, where I went around the country and talked to my peers about what we were doing here, and all of them were amazed that we could get something off the ground running like this. But it's really a testament to the district, Jay and Amika over at Office of Athletics and what they're allowing us to do here. So.
Well, congratulations to you for having the success and starting something, making something established and doing something great for the kids in the community. Thank you.
Definitely. Got a new lady in charge, Michelle Osborne, is taking over, and I love what she's doing with the program, really empowering these teams and these coaches to do more.
Awesome. Second half about to get underway. We saw 4 lead changes and a couple of ties in the first half. Douglas 15, Henry Ford 13, and the Canes will keep it to start things.
Are we allowed to call favorites so far, or?
Yeah, sure. I can give you any favor you need.
No. Favorites.
Favorites.
Who do you think is going to come out with the champion? Is it going to be a back-to-back, or do we got a new sheriff in town?
You want me to predict the winner? That's tough. We're tied at 15. I mean, I'll predict the Canes are going to win this thing.
Okay.
Just to see perhaps something new, but I'll tell you what, the Trojans are going to have something to say about it.
Yeah, they're definitely not going down without a fight. So
Clay gets the steal and the pick 6. Clay now in this game has 6 points. It's a tie for the team high with Williams back the other way, laying good. And the Clay is molding just perfectly 1 minute into the third period. It's Henry Ford by 4, matching their largest lead, Jamar.
Yeah. Clay is definitely trying to carry his team to a victory. He wants that trophy.
He does, wants to bring it back. Here's another look at the breakaway right hand on the left side. Seeing more and more of that. Substitution. McSwain will check out for the Hurricanes. Ruffin with it between the rings and between the legs. Topside pass right wing to Campbell. Now this is McConaughey. McConaughey from 17. Close. Rebound. Teammate had his back.
Give it another go.
Give him another shot from there on line, but short. Throw ahead Trojans and active hands by the Canes. And watch out. That's McCain getting dirty on the deck.
He's involved on both sides of the ball. He's getting physical out there.
You bet. Both these teams care. Both these teams coached well. Pierre Brooks, as you mentioned, the varsity boys coach, former state champion head coach.
Yeah. He's got a son out playing Xavier now.
Former Mr. PSL and former Michigan Stater, and I believe Mr. Basketball.
Yeah.
Pierre Brooks Jr., right?
Yeah.
Is he a Butler now?
Butler, that's what it is, yeah.
Well, no, whatever you said, I trust.
Butler, no.
Did you say Butler?
You're right.
Whatever you said, I was
Just
saying.
don't rewind the tape.
The Rainbow 3 no good. That's been the hot hand for the Trojans. That's Williams, who's been shut down in this second half.
But aside from playing in these unified leagues in Detroit, these kids also play in district and regional tournaments through Special Olympics Michigan. So
okay, when is that season?
It's going on now. I believe the state championship happens right around March as well, and then they'll also get a showcase game at the state championship.
Counted in a foul. Just quit it. Curtis McCain behind the head to the block, and the big boy didn't fail him. Hicks with a hoop in the arm. Look at that pass. Look at the finish. Hicks says, get out of here. And how about it? Douglas right back in this thing with a perhaps 3-0 run here.
McCain can do it all. He can score. He can dish it. He can defend. Hey, Brooks might be calling him up.
He might. The bank is open on Sundays in Detroit, just not in payroll right now. Henry Ford by 1, 4:15 left. Rip drive, shot up, good. Through contact, no call. That's Darius Bird flying through the air and pecking one off the glass. 4 minutes left. We got a dandy still.
Scoring back and back right now. Love it.
Campbell showing off the handles. Be careful. Clay's got sticky hands. Step back 3, front iron miss, no. On the run is Antrell Watson. Watson with a 2-on-1. Behind the back to the left block, and the bunny was blown. Ruffin the other way. from way downtown.
$1 million move right there.
Oh, that was pretty. We'll get another look at that momentarily.
Oh, takes it himself this time.
Yep, Antrell says enough. No share of the sugar for you anymore. Takes it himself, 5-point lead for Hank High.
He might be activated now.
He might. We'll have to find out. Watch that waiver wire tonight. There'll be some movements. Curtis McCain with it. Says, get out. Let's clear this thing. He's going one-on-one against John L. Green. 3 minutes left, 5-point game. Largest of the day for Henry Ford. Trying to repeat as champions of the PFL. And the Unified. Short corner left shot. No. Offensive rebound. No. Stick back. Yes.
Padding the stats there.
That's that man again. Curtis McCain. Did you say pat the stat?
Padding the stats. He missed it on purpose there.
How about it? The old Willis Reed. Here's another look. Behind the back. Oh. You got to get something for it. We'll keep that in consideration for the G of the game. That man was that Antrell Wilson?
Antrell Watson right there.
Watson.
Yeah. Kid I mentioned during the first quarter, you know, somebody to watch. I remember him from first 2 years.
Man. Well, you weren't wrong. 2.5 left in the third. Still a one-possession game. He is Jamar Hardy, PSL Program Associate Specialist. Triple no good. Air biscuit back out to Wilson for 3. No. Watson rather. Throw ahead pass. How about it? Banker too strong. Oh, good look too. And Bird calms things down against tight man-to-man from Campbell Aiden. Left wing 3. Banker no good. Stick back. No. Reverse, yeah! It's always more fun in reverse.
Didn't even need the glass.
How about it? Williams on fire right now. He's got 8.
Might be the shoes.
His shoes are pretty sick. Shot short, Ruffin from the parking lot, no good.
I don't know. He might hit one and it might be over from there.
90 seconds left in this third quarter. By the way, that parking lot's snowy. Oh, don't do it. Splash City, get out of here!
It's the shoes, it's the shoes.
Oh, Christopher Williams hit it from the front row. My goodness. Henry Ford with their largest lead of 8 with 65 seconds left.
Yeah, it's like Mike, you know, he put the shoes on and he's playing like him.
Hit it from the logo, the StockX logo. The answer triple, no. Offensive rebound, second chance. Dead spot right 3, no. That's from Devin Smith.
Can we get another?
And Henry Ford just feeling some kind of way. Right wing mid-post jumper, good at the horn. And the horn came early. And what's going on?
A little confusion here.
Yeah. Here's another look at that bucket. I thought they should have caught it. Or how about the 3?
From the S on StockX.
Yeah, and look at that. Beautiful.
Foul was called, okay.
So the clock will wind down. That will be the final play of the third. Free throws will still be had by Darius Bird. All right. In the end, that was the story. Bird says, when are my free throws coming? After the timeout, we'll step aside. Ford right now with a lead, 28-20 over Douglas. Back with more after this. The shot from the lot for Williams.
First, life gives us many. From buying your first car or first home to starting a business, Alliance Catholic Credit Union is here for you every step of the way. From checking and savings accounts and youth accounts to auto loans, mortgages, business needs, and financial planning. A full-service financial institution with over 70 years of experience. We're committed to serving your firsts, seconds, 50ths, and every day in between. Alliance Catholic Credit Union. Federally insured by the NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Lowering the shoulder. swing and a miss. McKinley scores!
Welcome back to Wayne State Fieldhouse. That is that man, the man of the hour. His name is Christopher Williams Jr. He's an athlete, he's a center, and evidently a shooter. Chad Bush alongside Jamar Hardy of the PSL. It's the PSL Championships. Glad to have it for you here on the Prep.
That's the Williams and Watson show right now for Henry Ford.
That's it, the Fighting W's. Left of the lane, kick from McCain out of bounds, turnover down that tunnel.
I've seen more behind the back pass today than I've seen the whole PSL season.
They're not shy this morning, or this afternoon rather. Boy, it feels like a morning.
It does.
Alejandro Clay in the lineup, and that is a block and a foul.
Hicks might be baby Shaq down here.
My goodness. Tractor trailer, something. Here's another look at it, and he took it personal. He went for the ball, though. I mean, really clean.
Clean to me.
Yeah.
That's why I don't wear the striped shirt.
That's right. That's Devon Hicks, the junior athlete who wears number 42. That was a good-looking block. I mean, the intent was clean. Shot off the mark. Here's another look. I mean, look it. Just goes up. And, I mean, it looked fairly clean, to be honest.
If anything, maybe on 13.
Right.
McSwain.
Yeah. I didn't see who they gave the foul on. Anyway, missed both free throws, ball loose, and laying good. So,
rebound.
John L. Green.
That's John L. Green, the center, cleaning up the mess, and it's a 10-point spread, the largest of the game for either club. The final quarter, 6 minutes left.
I don't know if Henry Ford is going to relinquish this lead.
Henry Ford's gone on a run ever since you asked for my prediction. It's been a jinx. That's nothing new for me. Laying good. Antrell Watson running it up. Dozen-point lead for Henry Ford. Timeout on the floor. We'll take it with him. 5:46 left. Henry Ford by 12. Can Douglas regather, regroup, and make a run? We'll find out right after this.
5:46 left in the contest. Let's go.
Take a look at us right now. We are everything that will be. We are an engine of progress that has been forged by generations, driven by the knowledge that each student in every classroom has the potential to be their best self and inspire us all. We are teachers, parents, families, all ready to do our part. We know when students rise, we all rise. We are Detroit Public Schools Community District.
My time to shine. Let's go. He got it. Splash. And that will put some gauze on it. They were having a lot of fun, dishing it off to each other. The dunks were happening, just a good time.
There you see Chevelle O'Brien and the bench for Henry Ford, and her club up by a dozen, Jamar Hardy.
Yeah, Watson has 11 and Clay has 12 for Henry Ford.
Meanwhile, Frederick Douglass has just 5 points in the second half. They had a 2-point lead at the break. Things have turned around. And they've had the chance to get out and run in transition, get some easy looks.
Definitely. The game is coming easy to him right now.
Yep. That man has been a big part of it. Missed shot, stick back, good. That's Emilio Felix, name we haven't called tonight.
Emilio Felix.
And it's a 2-touchdown lead for the Trojans, who have opened things up here in the fourth. In the right block, power move, no. Fine move.
Difference I see here is Henry Ford is, you know, any opportunity they see, they're taking it. They're not taking a second thought about it, just going ahead and going with it.
Yeah, they've been attacking the rim, eh? Substitutions now in this game, or not yet. Into the game does come Markel Jones, right wing 3, rim out, no. And the rebound pulled down by Aiden Campbell.
One thing about Watson and Williams, they are not shy to shoot.
No, high volume shooters indeed. A 3-pointer that would help a ton, just rims off from Bryant McSwain. Short corner right, that's been Williams' spot. Short with it, his teammate, no. Ball loose, and there you go, a run out. An easy look coming ahead for McCain.
With the dime.
Feeds it, and the fill by Campbell, Aiden. Playing with his brother Joseph, I believe. Verse 15. 18-foot shot, rim out, no. Offensive rebound, though, for Antrell Watson. Behind sticky defense from Aiden Campbell. And Ruffin will help out.
Entering for Frederick Douglass. Number 2, Devin Smith.
Fresh blood in the game. Devin Smith will check in, an athlete and a senior guard. And resting is Devon Hicks. Meanwhile, Henry Ford will bring in a few fresh faces. Checking in is Kenda Harris.
O'Brien has just sat down, Watson and Williams. Maybe she's calling off the dogs.
Maybe. Jeremiah Walker also checks in. And DeMarco Perry, who has the basketball. Left wing, 18-footer, too strong. Offensive rebound by Felix. Felix in the paint, too strong. And a foul by Felix.
He's eager, that's one thing.
Yeah, as Aiden Campbell grabbed the rebound. Campbell's had a very active second half.
Emilio Felix.
Trojans will also check in John L. Green into the lineup.
The Trojans, number 13, John L. Green.
And they'll rest Emilio Felix. Here comes Bryant McSwain between the rings. Crossover. Yeah, you bet. Draws the foul and the hold. With 2 minutes left in this game. We'll have the G of the game after this one's said and done. It's a 12-point lead for Henry Ford. Kick to the corner, picked off, and how about the heady play? Oh, boy. How about John L. Green making that one happen, Jamar?
Yeah, he made it happen, and McCain didn't even know what was happening.
Well said. All true. Right wing, Kenda Harris leaves it in the corner for Jones. 3 no good. Picked up by John L. Green. Offensive rebound for Kenda Harris. Gets it back. Harris gives it up for Perry. Great ball movement. Heel out, no. No more chances either, says Curtis McCain on the run with a 3-on-1. And he lost it off his leg out of bounds. And the Trojans will get it back, I believe, right to left. Under a minute to go, and the Trojans are looking like they're on their way to back-to-back PSL unified titles.
It's going to be great for those kids. No shade to Douglas.
Timeout, Frederick Douglass.
There is a timeout with 57.5 seconds left.
And up by 12, you can say this victory is assured.
We want to thank Jay Alexander and the great folks at the PSL. Jamar Hardy, I want to thank Jamar and all the great staff that's here. Anika, Erica, who'd we miss? Steve?
Roy.
Roy.
games like this make it all worthwhile.
Yeah.
Long days, long nights. Seeing kids playing and just being happy to be out there.
That's right. How could I forget Roy? He was the first face I saw this morning.
Right.
Bright-eyed, bushy-tailed.
Uncle Roy.
Uncle Roy. That's awesome. Yeah, he's got a great team.
Yeah, it's family,
Yeah.
The amount of time that we spend together.
Appreciate you being good partners.
Of course.
Under a minute now. We've got a 12-point Trojan lead. Long shot, 40-footer banker, no good.
We appreciate what you do, being able to give our kids the spotlight that they deserve. It's amazing.
Thank you. Devin Smith, no good. Ruffin the other way. Time winding down. Ruffin from the long land. No good, but a great fight and corral by Smith. Back to Campbell, no good. And an outstanding fight for the Canes. Good hustle back the other way for Perry. Kick out 3 for Kenda, no. Everybody getting a shot here at the end. Throw ahead to Ruffin. Ruffin, mid-post shot, short, got it back. And the rebound pulled off
Hold the ball.
by Green. Perry will run it out. So, Henry Ford of the Trojans get it done. Back-to-back PSL champions. And Douglas, who had a 2-point lead, Jamar, just couldn't get it going in the second half. We showed some good signs, though, for both teams.
Never looked back. Thanks to Williams and Watson for sure.
We'll take a timeout. We'll come back with our G of the game. Thanks for watching from Wayne State Fieldhouse. It's the PSL Championships on the PreP.
What makes people stand in this line like this for 3 hours? Because we're not Dunkin' Donuts or Tim Hortons. These donuts are made fresh daily, and it's made with love and consistency. We got the same ingredients. It didn't change. The people know that, and that's why they standing out there.
In today's ever-changing mortgage lending world, the importance of true professionals has never been greater. At Success Mortgage Partners, we want you to have the experience of a lifetime. Founded and owned by Catholic League alumni, our family-centered business keeps your interest at heart as we help you navigate this turbulent market with ease. If you or a family member has a mortgage need, please call me, Owen Lee, at 734-822-9792.
My time to shine. He took over. He got it. Splash.
And that will put some gauze on it.
Thought they were having a lot of fun, dishing it off to each other. The dunks were happening. Just a good time.
So Henry Ford outscores Douglas in the second half. Henry Ford, 21 second half points, and they overcome their 2-point deficit. Lots of highlights to get to in this one, Jamar. A lot of fun was had, and some athletes showing out and working well with their partners.
Yeah, kids definitely working for that call-up, it looks like.
There you see the triple. That kid deserves a call-up.
Yeah.
And there you go, bucket there.
If nothing else, for sure.
No kidding. So the trophy being handed over, Jay Alexander, to the head coach, Chevelle O'Brien. Henry Ford High. Trojans led today by a plethora of great players. Walker, along with some of the high scorers in this game that we'll talk to. We'll have the G of the game coming up shortly. But Jamar, the whole point of this game is, yes, you want to win, but you want the kids to have fun. You want the kids to feel like they've all been a part of something great and special despite the final score. And sportsmanship goes with that. And it was a great example of all of those things. Check, check, check.
Yeah.
I felt here today.
Definitely. I mean, if you look at historically with special education in schools, a lot of these kids, would be in the back of the school, in the basement, or in the third floor, and you never seen or hear them. But now today, you're seeing these kids get an opportunity to not only play together, but be shown on the prep across the state, and get an opportunity they never would have got before.
Oh, boy. Pat the Stat getting some sound from the PA announcer today. Mr. Weaver. And so the G of the game by Weave, the three-man Weave, tossing it out. You know it's official. Mr. Weaver, Mr. Darrell Weaver.
The voice of the PSL right there.
You bet. And there you see Henry Ford getting their flowers, so to speak.
Flowers, that's their varsity head coach, Ken Flowers.
Yeah, that was intention there. Appreciate you picking up on it.
See, that's why you're the pro.
And that's why you're the partner.
Hey,
you
we'll
get stuff
take
like
this
that.
show on the road.
Let's do it. We'll be Tuesday night in Sterling Heights.
Got you.
The Linguini's on special. So the winners celebrating. The G of the game has been announced, and we'll have the G of the game for you when we come back to Detroit and Wayne State Fieldhouse one final time. Thanks for watching this Unified Basketball Championship of the PSL. We're back with more, the finale, when we come back.
Hi, I'm Nick DePonio, and this is HVAC.
Lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
Alejandro Clay is our G of the game. 12 points in the contest. Alejandro, congratulations. Back-to-back champions of the PSL. How does it feel, man?
Oh, man, it feels good, man. I'm glad to be here. I wasn't here last year.
Yeah?
But, she was able to get me in, and, I played the best of my game. Especially shout out to my team. They coached me and, made me come like, we need you. And I really appreciate that so much.
You came off the bench.
Yeah,
You didn't even start this game.
She was wanted to say the best for last.
I like that. Well, you took it well. Sometimes a player can take it as an insult. And
yeah, no, I totally understand. I like getting my team involved in the game and stuff, I want everybody to score, but, when I see the ball and I got it, I try to score, but I like to get my team involved too.
Talk about the relationships of this neat partnership you have of partners and you have athletes. As we look at some of your highlights, how cool is it to work with some of your brothers and sisters in this game?
It was very good and, cool to work with them. I never played in a league with a girl on my team before, so that was new to me.
Mm-hmm.
So, that was very nice and, I appreciate it.
Awesome. Well, congratulations. What's ahead? Is this it? Is this the final game of the year? Or
Yeah.
Do you have any other games coming up?
Yeah, this is probably going to be the last game of the year. I graduate this year, 2025. I'm out of high school. I'm just ready to live the dream.
Well, keep doing it. All the best to you and what you do. You did a great thing today.
Thank you. I
appreciate what you're doing, and especially your 12-point performance.
Yes.
Back-to-back champions in the Unified.
Yes.
Thanks to this young man.
Can I just give a few shout-outs real quick?
Absolutely.
Can I get a shout-out to Janelle. Can I get a shout out to my whole roster? But me and Janelle, me and Antrell, me and Markel, me and Emilio, me and everybody on my team did phenomenal, and I'm really grateful for that.
Look at that, sharing the sugar, sharing the love.
Yes.
Love to see it, man. Best of luck to you in the future. Big things ahead.
Yes, you too. Thank you.
All right, man. All right, we'll take a timeout. We'll close this thing out with Jamar Hardy. Henry Ford, the champions of the PSL and the Unified once again, back-to-back champs. Henry Ford 34, Douglas 22. Thanks to our G of the game, Mr. Alejandro Clay. Back with more after this.
The store is set up. He's got the order, and he's off. It's a full court press. These brands are knocking it out of the park. This, my friends, is the speed we've come to expect from this team. Just look at the precision of that move. And it's out of here.
My time to shine. He took over. He got it. Splash. And that will put some gauze on it. Thought they were having a lot of fun, dishing it off to each other. The dunks were happening. Just a good time.
Welcome back to Wayne State Fieldhouse. The PSL Unified game is ended. Henry Ford, the Trojans win it 34-22 over Frederick Douglass. A lot of great competitors in this one, as we just talked to Mr. Clay. But Jamar, this day about so many more things than wins and losses. Tell us a little bit of your thoughts on this game and how everything went down.
Yeah, this was great. You know, like you said, it's more than about wins and losses. This is about kids coming together, breaking down barriers where, like I told you, historically before, kids with special needs aren't necessarily seen. They're like, you know, the old saying, kids are meant to be seen and not heard. Well, these kids were sometimes not seen nor heard, but now they're getting an opportunity to play on a big stage and, you know, making friends with kids who typically they wouldn't even know. So I love it, you know. And it's good to see that you got the board president, you got the executive director of athletics out here. You know, it's bringing two worlds together.
Kudos to you. Thank you. Great job today, my man.
No, appreciate you.
Yeah, you might get signed too. You did a great job. He's Jamar Hardy of the PSL, and we thank them for letting us be a part of this. A great day to be had. This is just 1/3 of what's ahead on the Preps coverage of the PSL Championships from Wayne State Fieldhouse. But Henry Ford takes care of business 34-22. They overcome a 2-point halftime deficit to win here in Midtown Detroit. For my partner, Jamar Hardy, your executive producer, Alex Westfall, my name is Chad Bush, saying so long from Detroit and Wayne State Fieldhouse. Henry Ford wins it, back-to-back champs over Douglas by a dozen. Have a great afternoon. Thanks for watching. So long.